Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and I'm a gardener here in the UK. This year I am transforming my grandparents' field into my dream garden, and today we're going to be planting potatoes, hopefully. I'll show you what we've done so far. So this garden space, I have laid out cardboard and then wood chip all over the top, and then here is where my mum and I planted some onions. And then there's also some more onions there, and then some broad beans there in a little makeshift netting situation. But the plan of action, I think today, is going to be to dig up some of the grass down there. My sister's coming over, and I was originally planning on putting the potatoes into the no-dig garden, but it's quite dry here. We've not really had a very wet spring so far, so it's kind of quite tricky to dig through the cardboard to put the potato in the ground. So I'm kind of thinking I'm going to be expanding the garden anyway, before the fencing arrives, which is actually coming next week, but it doesn't need to be finished before it arrives. I'm going to be doing another 2.5 metres down there because this is 10 metres wide currently and 7.5 metres long, so it's going to be 10 by 10 metres. So I basically just thought I'm going to try and dig up some of the ground so that I can plant the potatoes today. I did also bring some other seeds with me. Because my sister's coming, I don't know how much of an area we're going to be able to get up. So I'm thinking if we can get up quite a lot of it, then we might be able to plant some other seeds. However, I do also need to kind of be patient in my head and realise that this isn't all going to happen in a day. So yeah, that's the plan of action for today. So I guess let's get digging, I suppose. I'm just going to quickly show you everything that I brought with me today. So as I mentioned, I've got quite a few seeds. These are some flower seeds. I've mixed up all of my kind of wildflower seeds and popped them in here, and then the packets in there are sunflowers. So I don't think I'll get around to planting those today, but I've got them just in case, and they can stay in my car until it's ready. 2 pairs of gloves, one for me, one for my sister. I've also got a tape measure, obviously. And then we've got 3 different types of potatoes. Now, we've got a bit of a problem because I think some of the ones from the bags have fallen into the basket, and I actually can't remember what these ones were that I picked up from the garden centre last week, but I know that they are different to my Wiltshire potatoes, which are second earlies. So I've got 2 bags of those mystery potatoes, and I have a feeling that they are like King Edward or Maris Piper, but I'm not 100% sure. I want to say, actually, I think they're Maris Piper, but I'm not 100% sure. So that's going to be mystery potato, which I think is Maris Piper, but we'll just see how they go. So I'm going to keep those separate, and I'm going to plant 3 different areas so I know kind of what we're working with. Got some breadseed poppy, which we're going to sow again. I don't think today, but they're going to go straight in the ground here. Some carrots, which I thought we could sow straight into the ground as well, because the ground here is very sandy, which carrots love, and also quite fine underneath the grass, so they should hopefully grow quite well here. Some radish, some lettuce, some pumpkins. I've not got my butternut squash yet, but we've got pumpkins, and then some more beans as well. And then these potatoes are the Wiltshire variety, which are second earlies, I believe. So they're all chitted and ready to go. These ones I only bought last week, so they've only got a few on them, a few chits, but those are the Cara variety. So yeah, hopefully we'll get at least the potatoes in the ground today. Seeds are going to be TBC. Okay guys, we've dug 2 of the 4 beds that we're planning on doing, and I can fit 20 potatoes in each of them comfortably, which is great because I only measured these out based on kind of striding and how big the garden area is going to be, but just so happened that 20 fit in there perfectly, so that's great. We're going to need another one of these size beds for these main crop potatoes. I have put Maris Piper, what I believe to be Maris Piper, in the first, and then in the second one I've got Wilger, and these are both second early varieties. I'm starting to think I should have maybe got 2 lots of main crop, but oh well, we will learn our lesson for next year. But yeah, very happy. We've managed to get 2 of these done. We were probably digging for 2 hours or so, and there was both of us, although I was doing most of the digging and Elsie was kind of throwing the sods away onto a little heap over there. So I hope that's okay for Granny and Grandad. But yeah, I just need to dig the holes for these and put these in the ground. I think I'm going to do that first, and then I might start on the 3rd bed to see if I can get these other main crop potatoes in the ground. And then I think once I've dug them in the ground, I might lay over some of this soil that I got that on Free Cycle from a lady's vegetable planter that she's getting rid of, so that's all good, and then that can top those beds off. So yeah, very, very, very happy with the work that we've gotten done today, and this is all going to be done before the fencing next week, which is exciting. So the garden's going to start really kind of looking put together, so I'm very excited to just get things in the ground, and I'm quite pleasantly surprised at how easy, or kind of how quickly we managed to make these 2-size garden beds. I'm glad that I decided to do it this way rather than getting a rotavator or kind of doing more no-dig beds, especially for the potatoes. I think they need to go straight in the ground, break up the soil, and then we can use these next year for, well, either for potatoes or carrots or something like that maybe. I was hoping that I might be able to sow some carrots today, but I think these beds are the perfect size for the amount of potatoes. I don't want to overcrowd them or anything. I want to give them enough room. So we'll see. I might put some compost down maybe, but then I don't want the carrots to kind of go wonky if they're trying to get through the cardboard on the first year. I'm really kind of undecided on what to do about the carrots, to be honest. I was originally going to start them at my house, like in a bed at mine, but I mean, I've not got much room at all, so yeah, it kind of depends. But if you have any suggestions on what you think I should do with carrots, I may well get a raised bed for carrots, but then I think everything else is in the ground, so is that going to look a bit strange? I don't know, possibly not, but we shall see. I think Jason's here. So yeah, that's the plan of action. But I think we'll dig the holes for the potatoes and then, yeah, decide on what we're going to do next. There are so many rocks in here, so I hope it doesn't make very wonky potatoes. My little blister on my hand. Oh my gosh, it's actually quite bad. Hurts a little bit on this one, but not as much with that one's. There's so many stones. So they're actually only being planted, I'd say 4 inches deep, but I am going to top this up with compost. So hopefully that'll be deep enough, because I don't want to make my blister any worse. Last potato in the ground, just as the sun started setting. It's so pretty here. I'm just going to end off by popping 4 bags of this soil onto each of the potato beds. I just wanted to jump in and say thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you in the next one. And also, how gorgeous was this sunset? I'm obsessed. Have a good one. Love you.